You guys, I'm not going to run this till after the big episode, so just to let you know.
Promise me or I'll come for you.
Don't come for me. I
will
know,
risk the world.
You know I'm capable.
I know this now. You sent chills through my body when I was watching. Okay, Anne-Marie, Fiona, thank you so much for chatting with me about this murdery magic. I'm so happy that it's back. Season 2 is killing. So, Anne-Marie, I need to know, how and when did Sharon tell you that she was killing you off? And what was that conversation like? When did you learn about it?
Well, quite early on, I was aware. So it wasn't like being in a soap opera or something where you're like, oh my God, I didn't have that. So it was quite early on. And I thought it was a brilliant idea. I think doing something as bold as removing a principal character really frees up so much space inside a story.
Yeah.
Allows that character's energy to be absorbed and used by other characters, and they can have similar qualities. And I think it's just very interesting and exciting.
Yeah. So you were excited when she told you. You weren't upset or anything?
No. I think anything that's great for a show is great for an actor.
Yeah. And, in this show, you never know. Like season 3, you could be back.
You could come back as a witchy ghost.
I would love that. Fiona, you are like a delightful villain who's like kind of the Iago of the show, whispering little negative barbs into every. Yeah. But you also wear a barbed wire garter. That really got me. I gotta say that religious little twist in episode 2. What was it like joining this cast as the villain and working with all these great actresses, Anne-Marie, Sharon, etc.?
Well, the barbed wire leg brace, a sillis it's called in Irish, is a very, very right-wing kind of extreme version of Catholic self-flagellation. And I think it was all that was left. I think Sharon intended to have more of that religiosity, but that was ample. And actually, in a funny way, it did the whole sequence didn't need more than that. No. The fact that you think underneath someone's skirt they're wearing something that hurts them all the time says everything about the kind of tortured person that they are. So I was very amused by that. And there was a lot of leg measurements went on, and nails and different versions of what would stick in the leg. So I used to wear a little comfortable version of it most of the time, so it would remind me, but I didn't want to be in agony the whole time.
No, you don't need to go that method. Absolutely not. So what was it like working with this cast? Who did you channel, from other characters you may have played for this character?
Well, I think everybody knows somebody who takes advantage of a situation. Actually, in theatre companies, there's very often a person who does that. So, an actor's having a tough time, and there'll always be somebody who steps in and brings you some smelling salts or something, and actually they're the ones to be scared of. So I think we all know them from whatever world you're in, whether it's a religious world or a neighbourly world or a theatre world. So I've met versions of Angelica everywhere I've gone.
Okay. Anne-Marie's not that person, right? She didn't give you...
No, she's not that person. But Sharon also knows them. That's why she wrote them. I think everybody knows them.
Okay. And maybe it's a little bit in Sharon, too. Maybe
but also Dervla, the director, says she knew them. So she was always adding the religious bits. Yeah. Dervla was very interested. She's from the west of Ireland, and religiosity was still quite big right into her childhood. So she kept on suggesting more religiosity rather than.
Oh, amazing. Okay, guys, I'm out of time, but I am so happy. I can't wait to see your witchy ghost come back. I want you to know when you died, I was soap opera crying. I was like, no.
Oh, right. That's good though, right?
That's what you want.